morning from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we're at the SVRA races today, and in beautiful Indianapolis at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Want to just do a quick walk around. I say quick. I was 3 hours at the 500, but we're going to go around and talk about to some of these drivers and so forth of their cars. These are the more of the old timer cars. You guys in SVRA can correct me on this, but let's see what we can get and who we can talk to today. So let me see if I can get this go in the right direction here. Okay, let's get this thing. There we go. So let's go up the sheet here. This is the 1911 EMF, Model 30 Racer. EMF, Detroit, Michigan, 4-cylinder, 45 horsepower. This car was found disassembled in a barn in upstate New York in the early 80s when they first restored it. Let's take a look at it. So this race in the first Indianapolis 500. Let's go ahead and keep this guy moving around here. Let's get this up and back here a little bit. We're going to practice my camera work here today. I think I'm going to want to zoom out of this a little bit here. There we go. Direction.
John Rudolph, the biggest mover, his best lap so far.
The Hudson.
37-1. That will move him up into about 13th place. So a big improvement for him. Maxwell Wakeman qualified at a 34.2 yesterday. He's at a 34.6. He's within 4/10 of the second.
It's the Hudson. 33 horsepower. going on in the car right next to us, the one we just saw.
Tom Sheehan has found some more days. 136 and 087. Moving up a couple spots.
How many of us can say that we have an engine that looks that easy to work on? Or at least get our hands in. I'll take a look and see if I can get right over the top of it here.
Arms of the 84 and driver.
A little more modern stuff on the with the electric fan there.
A couple of those.
No, I don't have controls. I have to start with the other camera, the other software. Careful. Oh, I should put you down. Okay, because you know. The road trip. There's the wood wheels. And something displayed in Illinois. How about, Florida. Illinois. Beautiful cars. You drive one of these? That one?
Yep.
How is it?
Scary.
Just scary?
No, it's
Is it fun? How do you enjoy?
you can't put it into words.
Yeah.
We don't push the old girl though. We'll probably be in the back of the pack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
A Hudson.
Maybe I'll take us to around 40, 45.
What races is it? What races has this been in?
I don't know the whole past history.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I was only born for 60.
So what's interesting about driving it? I'm on YouTube Live, by the way. Just
Oh, okay.
so you know.
Not crashing?
Not crashing?
Yeah, that's the most fun.
Fun to drive though, huh?
Yeah, we actually
You
drive on the
take
regular-
both two drivers, driver and
a mechanic.
mechanic.
Yes.
Definitely with this one too.
Oh, yeah. No, we drive it on the streets regularly too.
I saw it had plates on
Yeah,
it.
it's got plates. We're pressing our luck, but hey,
With that single headlight over there?
that's a searchlight.
Oh, searchlight.
Yep.
Oh, there's headlights in the front. I do. What's the searchlight for?
For about 10 feet in front of the car. That's not as good as it is.
So the lights are not that great at riding on the road or anything.
Well, they were an idea. They did work a little bit on the pitch black roads. You know,
Yeah.
So you did have to have something.
Yeah.
But for the most part, today's world, they're just ornamental.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
guys will put, electrical high beams and bulbs and things in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. All right. That's.
they-
So you wear the helmet as well?
better.
And that's going to protect you from
Oh yeah,
nothing.
road rash. But originally the headlights worked. If you go around the other side, there's a acetylene bottle on the side of the car. So acetylene gas was pumped up into the wicks.
Oh,
And that's what powered the gas.
okay. You've replaced it since then if you're driving on the road. Or are you still...
It's empty.
It's empty.
It's empty.
No, I meant for the headlights.
No,
you drive on the road.
We haven't replaced it. We got
Oh,
it. No,
oh, okay.
we don't take her out at night.
Oh, okay. Got it. I can understand that.
Yeah.
So is this your car?
My brother-in-law's.
Okay.
We got in.
Why isn't he driving around, or is he sitting in the other seat?
He drove yesterday. I'm driving today.
Okay.
He had a family thing. He had to take care of.
Okay. Well, thank you for talking with
You're
us.
welcome.
And
Get close to the track and get some pictures of us.
oh, we will. We will.
Once we head
Yeah.
out.
My son's doing that. He gets a little better quality.
Okay.
I like coming around and just talking to people about all their stuff.
Yeah.
And because you guys bring it out here, you get a little bit of recognition on that, and
We're trying.
it's kind of a fun thing to do.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Look where we are.
Yeah. This the
beyond
Indianapolis
once in a
Motor
lifetime.
Speedway.
Yeah. I have friends who are
If you want to see the pictures and all the other stuff I'm taking as IS Racer,
I have some fanatical racing fans who are not happy with me right
yeah, why is that?
now because I'm behind the wheel on the track.
Oh,
They
okay.
want to kill me. There was some very coarse words said.
Oh, that's great.
So I got to get busy.
All right, I'll let you get busy. I'm just up here taking pictures of all the cars here right now. Yes, I am live. There's a horseless carriage. Is this one yours? All right. You don't look like the age that we'd been in this car before. Yeah, back then it'd been correct. Yeah, we're on live on YouTube. I'm doing a quick YouTube live here, and just walking around talking to whoever I talk to about the cars. This is great. So, are you? Who's going to be in the other seat?
His name's Dave.
Okay.
What I know, it's a 6-cylinder unit with an electric starter.
With all, oh, yeah. Well, was that post?
I'm gonna be sitting pretty.
Is that post race or?
No, I think it's original.
I mean, originally did it have the electric. So one of the first ones, huh? That electric starter, I think, was invented in Dayton, Ohio.
By Cadillac.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. There's a Caroline Park over there has a little dedication to all the automakers in there. It's really interesting. So, and what's difficult about driving it?
Oh, I don't drive.
Oh, you don't drive? Oh, you're sitting in the other seat?
I
Oh,
that fuel pump right there.
that's the fuel pump? You pump it you have to pump it every so often? How often?
10, 15 seconds.
Oh, really?
Fuels the car.
So you pump it every 15 seconds
Yes, just pump.
during the race? Holy cow.
That's why there was another person. And directions.
Oh, I mean, and that's just like a grease gun, right? That to me, it looked like a grease gun.
Yeah, it's essentially a grease gun.
Yeah.
Pulls up, lets air in, and push down and push fuel in.
And I'll pull from there back into here.
SVRA Racers Days. Go to HoosierTire.com.
We're going to go, how fast do you go around here?
I don't know, but
57, 70, I think it's probably.
some of the nationals used to do 100, 110.
Yeah. Have you done many of these?
I did a lap with one yesterday from the event office, but the fun started. I had to go back, and then they were like, yeah, come back tomorrow.
Yeah, because you guys being very to go.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get here. Here's that guy. Yeah. That's where you'll see this video at. Nice. Thank you for talking to me. I'll let you guys get in your cars. All right. Nope. This one has no. This one does not have a crank on it. It looks like it's a spare crank on it. If they have a problem with the electrical starter. Cool. All right. Sounds like these guys are making their way out right now. So we may pause on the track and maybe get out there and see them run, right? So I'm just taking a run around here. You look at the different cars as they get ready to go on the track. We'll probably come back around and talk to some more people here. Oh, there he is. He's ready to be a mechanic here today. There looks like it's plywood. Probably a good choice, moving that, right? Remember to subscribe here.
I wonder if this thing even has rings. I wonder if it has more than one piston ring, rather.
Yeah, Did it start on one ring?
Yeah.
That's
It'll break your wrist.
oh yeah. Guys, second gear here, or probably second gear. There we go. See the flywheel turning underneath there. That was cool. Oh, almost.
Actually, by looking at
Looks like they're working on the transmission up there.
Transition. Gasoline power.
28.
Arthur C. Lee was the company president and was one of the four founders of the Indianapolis Motor School. The National won the 5-mile race in 1912. An average speed of 78.2 miles per hour. This car was one of 3 cars released by the factory in 1911. The inaugural Indy 500. It finished second, driven by Charlie Hurst.
I can go upstairs? Okay, thank you. I might go around the curve over here. I think I might get a better picture.
This car was abandoned by Grover at a farm in Delaware in 1919. It was rediscovered 30 years later in 1949.
Oh, just let you know,
Still in original condition.
we just went over the yard of, oh, no we didn't. That was back there. Never mind.
11 Hudson, mile a minute speed series. Car number 33, built by the Hudson Motor Company in Detroit, with a 226 cubic inch 4-cylinder, making 33 horsepower with a 3-speed transmission. Hudson's a company replete with automotive firsts, many of which were adopted by other members in the industry. This car started out as a 1911 Hudson torpedo. World War I approach, the government confiscated all available steel for the war effort, including some private vehicles. This story is told that they would spare it if it was a truck used for work. So this Hudson had a truck bed added to it, narrowly escaped confiscation. Participated in many shows and concourse, including Disneyland Parade. It remains road ready to this day. It sees regular use. EMF. EMFs were also manufactured in Detroit, a short-lived career from 1908 to 1912, and eventually morphed. It was absorbed by the Studebaker Company. This is one of 3 EMFs sent directly from the factory to Savannah, Georgia, to run in the Tigerman Trophy race. 2 white car races that were run the morning of November 27th. The Vanderbilt Cup was run later in the day. EMFs made a clean sweep of the top 3 spots, with number 33 finishing 3rd. This car was found disassembled at a barn in upstate New York in the early 80s. It was restored, as we showed at the Metal Beach Concourse. Car number 16 is the 1912. The 430 cubic inch 4-cylinder T-head, making about 40 horsepower. First Packers were built right at the turn of the century by the company later named Packard. The first Packard race car is known as the Gray Wolf, the lightweight aerodynamic car. Designed and driven by French engineer Charles Schmidt. Packard built race cars on and off for the next 3 decades, including several cars for the Indy 500. Fisher, of Fisher Body fame, a Packard dealer in Indianapolis, was again one of the founders of the Indianapolis Speedway back in 1909. This car was found in Argentina in the 1950s, still in its racing configuration. Packard had dealerships in South America. It's not known if this car was shipped to Argentina as a race car or whether it was converted there. It wouldn't have survived the scramble drives of World War I if it had stayed in the U.S. This car was restored in Southern California. The owner spent 50 years searching for parts to restore it as a touring car. It's now restored as a race car. It's thought to be the oldest surviving Packard race car in existence. Number 7. It sold its first car in 1904. Later, under the direction of Billy Durant, it grew rapidly and became a prestigious brand. This car was converted into a race car in 1914 by a 17-year-old named Hugo Zinn, who raced it in New Jersey, winning the first ever automobile race at the Hohoku Speedway in New Jersey. It was then restored in 1974, and that 17-year-old kid was now an 81-year-old who helped with the restoration and authentication of that car. Number 15 is a 1915 National. Nationals, again, were built in Indianapolis. This car was restored in 1980 and was shown at Pebble Beach Concours as a sport about. It was then displayed in a museum for the next 40 years before being recommissioned and prepared for racing. Its original history is unknown, but it is authentic to the period in every detail. Car 21 is a 1916 Hudson Super 6, 6-cylinder, 4.7-liter motor. Hudson was one of the last manufacturers to enter the racing field despite their revolutionary engine design. This one had a balanced crankshaft for the first time, so therefore made a lot more horsepower than its contemporaries. Ralph Olford Super 6 Hudson race car no longer exists. This particular car was painstakingly restored the exact same specification as the original car. There's no race history of this car's unknown, but yes.
could actually see on my screen. So I may not be capturing it as well as I could. But the sun's directly above me and in the screen right now. Oh, he's coming around. He's actually speeding through there. Guys came around those curves pretty fast.
Yeah, they do.
You watching somebody or are you watching the cars?
We're just watching the cars. We know somebody in little 3.
So the red car, the mechanic was pumping the like a grease gun to put fuel in it every 15 seconds.
Oh, that's funny.
It didn't. That was the fuel pump. It was the mechanic. And back to that guy. The last 33 car came through. He said his major objective was not to die. Okay. So
that's a good objective.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Move this back a little bit.
Where you came in.
Oh, it's that one is locked now. You can stand on that one. I can pull this one up. Well, maybe I can pull it up. I don't think I can. Oh, there we go. There you go.
It's the paper to publish it. That I deserve this.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
least I'm coming up close here. Yeah, this is the one you had the hand pump. Look on the very outside of the car here as it comes around.
I just tell them that this car out
Right there.
here, that car won the first 6 trophy races that they held in 1909.
Oh, okay.
In 1909 and 1910, they held trophy races, motorcycle races. And that was that's a Buick.
Yeah,
There was a Tiggy.
and it has an electronic start, but not a fuel pump.
Yeah, it won the first 2 races actually held on the track.
Oh, okay. First time winner.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
Yeah. First time winner in
I didn't know that one just yesterday when I was reading up on it.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's so much fun to watch. Oh, here comes
Did you saw the fuel pump?
I did see it. Yeah. That's amazing.
Hanging on the outside of the car,
Yeah.
pumping gas in.
Pumping gas in.
But it had an electric starter.
Oh.
I think that might be. I see the safety crew down there, so I'm assuming they're looking for parts and pieces. I think that was the last
I
one
think
to
that
leave.
might have been the last one.
I was over there when they were leaving, and I walked over here. Thought this would be like the best place to get a picture of them.
This is a good spot, yeah.
Are you guys interested in racing?
Yeah, we follow.
Yeah.
Okay, we kind of record the stuff going on in Indianapolis Motor Speedway. If you'd like to, it's just a YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. That allows us to maybe at some time monetize and make some money off of it. But until then, it's just good to get likes and views.
Thank you.
And so you'll see this here. You hear yourself talking?
Oh, I guess I will.
I'm gonna start heading back around. I'm not sure if there's much over that way, but I did a walk around for the 500, and I only got halfway through the track. So,
That's surprising. It's huge.
and I started at the very beginning.
Oh.
But we had the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile there.
Oh,
So,
we've seen that.
and we got that one on tape as well. We'll see you guys.
All right.
Nice meeting you. Oop, wrong way. You don't need to see my feet. Okay, now I gotta go talk to those people about that being the first car to win a race there. Here. If I wasn't so thirsty now, guys. We're gonna walk through here. There's a Charger. I think it's a Charger. Yeah, it's a Charger. The old Charger, I mean. Get this so I can get straight on. There we go. Oh, breeze. Whew, needed that. I'll tell you, these clouds don't look good. but they're comfortable. Let's see, where am I at? Right? Wrong way. There we go. Oh, wrong way. about that. We got to hear that one start up. What is this car over here? Is this a Studebaker? Rear engine drive. It's a Corvair. I was trying to figure out. Is that the safe at not safe at 8-speed car?
It used to be like a 4-cylinder throwaway car.
Yeah.
Like the old Vegas.
Rear engine.
Yeah. Driver will be back in a minute.
We're just here for the museum. Pretty cool. Figure it out.
Museum's great.
I'm already in the jet there.
Yep. Everybody kind of want to hear those engines roar over there. Let's go over there real fast. Who else is leaving now? I hear an engine fire. I'm going to take you into the, what is that? The last curve before they get to the checkered flag, right? On the road course. I can't tell you the numbers of road course stuff here at Indy, but we'll get a nice view from over there. I'm thinking I might go a little further if I can sneak it in before they get started here. Those actually sound pretty close to NASCAR, and they're making a pretty good speed in the cars. The cars are making pretty good speed here. That was crazy there because I saw the other cars in the track. Well, maybe. Maybe not. Okay, they'll be up next. Crew's taking a ride here. That way. Go down this way, I think. Let's find a place that's comfortable for me to sit. You get the best, quite frankly, get the best shot. Yep, this is it right here. Okay, I saw the NASCAR cars coming up next. So I'm sure a few of you guys are waiting for that.
Congratulations, Todd Brown. This is modified number 800. Congratulate the top three in each of the classes. IMC modified, Todd Brown, your winner overall. In the 800, Jonathan Simmons in the 63, finishing second in C modified. Other contested classes in EW1 and 3, Ron Huffle in the 33, takes the win over Sean Waddle. 85. Spent 46 on the fairway with the 61. And March, 60, finishing second, Jeffrey Wesley. The 8th, finishing third. Final contested classes, Pats, 36, John Wilkinson. 15 over the 18th, John Alamani. Tom Tice in the 110, taking the final podium position. Attention in the paddock. Let's call this second call to the grid for Group 10 stock cars and GT. This is your second call to the grid for qualifying. This is our final qualifying session. We'll break for lunch right after this. Keep thinking dry thoughts so we can get our car show drivers out for their parade runs. Before qualifying session, go Group 10, including the stock cars. GT cars from Group 10.
So stock cars and GT cars up right now. In case you didn't hear that over the
These
loudspeaker.
rides ruled the track with Mission Foods. Mission Foods is proud to be the official tortilla chip company of SVRA. Our love for great racing is equal to our love for great eating. While you cheer on these classic rides, enjoy some delicious Mission classics like nachos, tacos, and burritos. Nothing beats a day at the track, especially with Mission on your plate. Too fast, too tasty. Mission Foods, the official tortilla chip company of SVRA. Next Gen protects all vehicle surfaces, including glass, chrome, paint, steel, and plastic. Next Gen ceramic spray brings the results of a professional ceramic coating right to your garage. Shine, seal, and protect your paint like nothing else. Try Next Gen ceramic spray for up to 40% off. Just go to getnextgen.com. Next Gen.
So the stock cars and the GTs will be coming out next. I think you may have heard those start up and prepare to get ready for their qualifying attempt here. So I think there may have, well, a couple of the cars had actually the former, one had Earnhardt and one had, I saw Rusty Wallace out there, Bill Elliott, and some other names. So yeah, you know, it's one of those things where you look at some of these cars have raced in the bigs, right? So, and the others may have just changed their names, but the red car is the former Earnhardt car, it looks like, and you saw him a couple minutes ago getting a push start, and it started up well in his next to his tent there on the garage area. I guess it was really not the garage area, but it's the, you know, kind of where all the trailers parked for the 500. And you saw his team out there giving him a quick push, and it got started just before he got to the camera here. So if you didn't see that, go ahead and go back and watch it. It was probably about 5 minutes ago, I would say. But don't if you want to see the cars, they should be starting up and running around the track here very shortly. They had the last call for all the cars, so assuming maybe somebody was slow getting there, I'm sure they're trying to make sure they get everything in before the weather hits, or should the weather hit. Those cars are not riding on rain tires. Let's go ahead and just say that. Excuse me, right now. Now I hear them starting up or revving, at least in the background. So we should shortly hear them on the track. They'll be all up to speed, warmed up, and so forth. But by the time they hit this corner, because it's right before the excuse me, pit stop, before the flag stand. So this is kind of the last little chagrin before they get there. Alright, let's see if we can hold this guy steady. And I hear them revving their engines. The question is whether or not they will be coming around here shortly once they get around the track here. Oh, I can't sit on the wall, but I can take pictures here, right? Okay.
Just a few quick pictures, but you can't stand there for too long.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have to have it put up.
What's that?
You only take a few quick pictures, so
Okay.
you can't stand there for too long.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, you heard them. They gotta hurry up and get going here, or I have to go somewhere else. But here we go. The yellow shirts are nice. Oh, come on, guys. Thought I had the best spot here. That's probably the guy they're waiting for. If that's the case, then there are going to be a few more minutes. I'm going to move up over here so I'm not pushing those guys too far. I saw them coming at me, so I thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna.
These are Group 10 cars, GT sports cars and sedans, raced between 1973 and 1999, including NASCAR Cup and World Series stock cars.
There you go.
Trans Am production-based contemporary GT cars raced from 1999 to 5 years from today's date. Including TA2 Cup cars are eligible.
All right, we're gonna go around here. I'd rather get the whole thing on camera, so we'll go up by the fence over here by the turn 2 straightaway. And quite frankly, that's a good spot.
127,766.
From the actual stands, I can actually shoot most of this on the bottom row, believe it or not.
It's a C4 Corvette, 4th generation. Scott Holly. This was of the stock cars. That's number 2.
I heard the final car that they needed to get in there, running out of the pit area. So there you go.
Jason is the father of our pole sitter in the Formula Regional Americas Championship race coming up right after the lunch break. Bruce Raymond in the number 54 Ford Mustang. It's a TA2 car, Coke chassis.
Yeah, here we go.
In the number 43 stock car.
They're coming around here now.
STP liver. Most likely from the head stable. Henri Najim in the number 17A It's a Ferrari 430 Challenge car. 8th was the 31 of Rick Wolsifer. Pickup cars, this one with the Coca-Cola livery. It's a Chevy.
There's our car talking about selling car. There's Tony Stewart's car. There's the Earnhardt car.
Greg Sarf in the number 42 is another of the Dodge Chargers with Haviland livery. Ricky Knuckles in the 14. 2006 Monte Carlo, Crawford livery on it. Glenn Andrew in the 9A Pontiac Grand Prix. Steve Beck is in the number 6 car. That's a Ford Thunderbird with Valvoline livery.
That's a 43. I didn't get a chance to ask him because they're heading out if that was
Mustang, Mighty Firebird,
Petty or a
liver.
Allmendinger or somebody like that. Right.
If George
Drove
Vilbeck
that
is
car.
in that field, I don't believe he is. Yes, he is. 99A, that is a life. Scott Hawley setting the early pace on 132.985. He's not quite as quick as he was yesterday. He's at 31. Denali at 36. Fastest in this session. So Garrett Adams moves up into second spot. In the number 25, he is the provisional pole sitter in that Lamborghini. His base lap yesterday was a 27.7, so he's almost 10 seconds off that
I'm having to do a longer shot here.
Scott Holly improves his time to a 1:31.772. And that is slightly quicker than he ran yesterday. It won't change his takes the top spot in this He's 3 seconds off his quick time yesterday, 27 also marginally quicker today than he ran yesterday. And he did 2/10 of his best time from yesterday's session. Stay on the provisional pole. No improvement. George Vidovec in the Python, that orange number 93A. Best lap here on 1:45.7. Adams in the Lamborghini gets within a tenth of his best time yesterday, 27.8. This is a 27.7 that he turned in yesterday's season.
Well, it's gonna probably. I'm gonna walk back and walk around the other cars here for a few minutes, and then we'll be turning off this session as we wait for the races in the next hour or so. Actually, I think there's a track walk. All right, we're going to turn it off right now, and we'll catch you later on if I know how to turn this thing off. I don't want to be live anymore. That's the side. One of these is the top. Oh, we may just keep on going until I'm done figuring out how to turn this off.